Welcome all of you in online teaching learning process. We have started paper number 7 and name of the paper is Inorganic Chemistry, in which we have seen unit number 1 coordination chemistry. And in our last lecture we have seen applications of Werner's theory with respect to cobalt amine complexes, and in this lecture we will see description of the terms with respect to ligand, coordination number, coordination sphere. Werner's theory. According to Werner, there are two valency, primary valency and secondary valency. So here outer sphere, which is also called as ionization sphere, represent primary valency and shows oxidation state of the central metal ion, and inner sphere or coordination sphere represents coordination number and also shows secondary valency of cobalt. So here secondary valency of cobalt is 6 while primary valency of cobalt is +3. Then there are some drawbacks of Werner's theory. So limitations of Werner's theory. With respect to limitation, first one, it failed to explain why all elements don't form coordination compounds. In the periodic table, only transition elements shows coordination compounds, but other element did not show coordination compounds. It was not explained by Werner's theory. Then it failed to explain the directional properties of bonds in coordination compounds. That is, ligands are bonded to the central metal ion and there is a coordinate bond will be formed. Then formation of that type of bond did not explained by Werner. Then third limitation is it does not explain the color, the magnetic and optical properties shown by coordination compounds. So these are the limitations or drawbacks of the Werner's theory. Then according to Werner, there are two types of valency, primary valency and secondary valency. Then in case of primary valency, it is equal to the oxidation state of central metal atom. It is non-directional in nature. It cannot define the geometry of the complex, and primary valency exhibiting species can or cannot retain their individual identity. They are ionizable. And in case of secondary valency, it is equal to the coordination number of central metal atom. Secondary valency exhibiting species are directional in nature. Secondary valency of central metal atom is responsible for geometry of the complexes, and secondary valency, those species which exhibit the secondary valency in the complex cannot retain their individual identity. So secondary valencies are non-ionizable. Then we will see distinction between primary valency and secondary valency. In case of primary valency, it is nothing but oxidation state of the central metal atom. In case of secondary valency, it is nothing but coordination number of the central metal atom. Primary valency, it is also called principal or ionizable valency, and secondary is called as subsidiary, auxiliary or non-ionizable valency. Primary valency, it is satisfied by negatively charged ions only, but secondary valencies are satisfied by ions or neutral molecules. Primary valency, it is non-directional in space, but it is directed in space around central metal atom specifically. Generally, species satisfying primary valency are shown out of the square bracket. After the square bracket, primary valency is represented. Then species satisfying secondary valency is shown in the square. Example of primary valency in case of CuNH3,6Cl thrice, primary valency of cobalt is 3 and is satisfied by 3Cl- ions. And in this example, secondary valency of cobalt is 6, which is satisfied by 6 ammonia. Then we will see description of the terms regarding ligand, coordination number, coordination pair, and effective atomic number. Then we will highlight what is ligand. So it may be defined as, first we will see definition of ligand. The ions or molecules, those are coordinated or linked directly with the central metal atom or ion in a coordination compound. These are the ions or molecules which are coordinated or directly linked with the central metal atom. And the word ligand is derived from the Greek word that is ligare, that is to binding. Then examples of ligands are Cl-, NH3, H2O, NO+. Generally ligands are electron rich species as they donate a pair of electron to the central metal atom or ion, and they are Lewis bases. So ligands are generally Lewis bases. Then there are we will see classification of ligands on the basis of charge. That is, first one, neutral ligands. Then examples of neutral ligands are CO, H2O, NH3, hydroxylamine. Negative ions Cl-, Br-, I-, Cn-, OH-, NO2-, NO3-, and NH2-. And there is also positive ions, that is NO+, N2H5+, hydrogenium ion, etc. Then there are total 3 types. Negative ions, that is cyanide, nitrite, hydroxide, nitrate, chloride, bromide, and oxides. And some of the positive ions, nitrosilium ion and hydrogenium ion. And neutral, carbon monoxide, ammonia, water, hydroxylamine, ethylamine. All these are neutral molecules of ligands. Then ligands are also classified on the basis of mode of attachment. If a ligand has only one point of attachment, sigma bond, with a metal in a complex, then it is called mono or unidentate ligand. Dent means tooth, that is bonded at one side, two side, or three side, or more than 3. When a ligand has 2 or more points of attachment, sigma bonds, with the same metal ion in a complex, then it is called polydentate ligand. The polydentate ligands are further named like di, tri, tetra, etc., and which are summarized in table below. Then in first, that is type of ligand. They suppose monodentate or unidentate. Name water, ammonia. Then abbreviation aquo or amine, and structure H2O, NH3. Then second type ligand is a bidentate ligand. Examples ethylene diamine, symbol En, and structure NH2, CH2, CH2, NH2. Second example glycinate, abbreviation GLY. Formula is NH2, CH2, CO-, and oxalato, symbol OX, that is CO- and CO-. Then tridentate ligands, example diethylene triamine, short form is diene, and for structure NH2, CH2, CH2, NH, CH2, CH2, NH2. Then tetradentate triethylene tetramine, and abbreviation triene, and structure like this. That is, bonding, coordinate type of bonding takes place with the metal through 4 atoms, 4 nitrogen atoms. So these are tetradentate. Then pentadentate, tetraethylene pentamine, tetraene. The bonding takes place through 5 nitrogen atoms. Then hexadentate ethylene diamine, EDTA. The bonding takes place through 6 atoms. That is here 2 nitrogens and 4 oxygen. Takes parts in bonding to form coordinate bond with the central metal atom. Then tridentate ligands, example NH2, CH2, CH2, NH, CH2, CH2, NH2, diethylene triamine, diene. Tetradentate ligand, that is triethylene tetramine, triene. and hexadentate ligand ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid, EDTA. So this is about the ligands. So thank you all of you for listening this video.